Hello, my elder friends. I'm so glad you decided to click on me, and I welcome your thoughts and participation in this. There are several things that we can do together here as we enter into elderhood. Elderhood to me is a very special time of life. It is the most productive and creative and fun time of life that we can have for various reasons. Um, One of the things that always comes to mind, though, as we oh no, I wanted to comment on January. January is named after the two-headed god Janus. One face looks to the left, one face to the right. One face looks forward, one face looks backward. And so it is that opportunity to look back in our lives and to look forward, to integrate what's come about in the past and to integrate the present experience that we are having in four different dimensions, and then to look at the future in terms of the equipment that we've got. Now, some people might say, "Oh, come on, Larry, that's you got to live in the moment." And I totally agree. I totally agree. There is nothing other than the moment. And the future really is an imagination. And the past is really an imagination, a memory. In fact, you can rewrite your history and write it the way you want it to have been. I did that once with my family. I realized that I was always telling my family story. It's a bad family story. And so I wrote the story as though it were perfect, the way I really, really liked it, the best. And son of a gun, that's what it was. It was the perfect family life. I mean, the way we remember our stories is what really helps to shape the way we experience them in the present. Rewrite your family story the way you want it. It was terrible, but there are dark times in our lives, right? St. John of the Cross has a wonderful perspective on this, I think, and I'd like to share it with you. Um, what is the role of the tragedy, the dark night of the soul, the times when we feel as though we have lost everything, the light has gone out, and what we thought would be and could be seems like it will never come? And St. John of the Cross wrote a poem called Development. St. John of the Cross was isolated, tortured by his fellow priests when he made an attempt to reform the Carmelite priesthood, or the Carmelite order of monastics. They put him in a box he couldn't stand up in. They kept him there for 9 months. They beat him daily, and it just was a horrible experience. And during that time, he wrote wonderful poetry, and we have what has been called the Dark Night of the Soul from him. Um, so, what does this Dark Night of the Soul do for us? How is it part of our lives? How do we integrate those dark nights of the soul into our totality of who we are? Well, he writes this poetry, and I'd like to share it with you. It's called Development. Development, a very contemporary term for having written in the 14th century. And it goes like this. Once I said to God, "How do you teach us?" And God replied, "If you were playing chess with someone who had infinite power and infinite knowledge and wanted to make you a master of the game, where would all the chess pieces be at every moment? Indeed, not only where he wanted them, but where all were best for your development. And this is every situation of one's life." To integrate is to see every situation as part of our development, part of our growth, and our process of becoming the best chess players we could ever possibly be. So I offer that for you, for your Janus reflection during the month of January. And good journey to you. Thanks for joining in. We can always communicate too personally.